Have you ever felt like your everyday English is just kind of stuck on repeat? Well, in the next few minutes, we're going to explore 10 super simple upgrades to make your communication sound way more confident, professional, and polished. Let's dive right in.
So does this sound familiar? If you find yourself using the same old basic phrases day in and day out, then you are in the exact right place. We're about to swap out those tired words for language that really truly makes an impact.
Okay, first up, let's talk about confidence. You know, the words you choose send this powerful signal about how you see yourself, and of course, how you want other people to see you. These first few upgrades we're going to cover are designed to give that perception an instant boost.
First on the list, the classic, I am fine. Let's be honest, it's a total conversation stopper, right? But if you swap it for, I'm doing great, thanks for asking, it immediately shoots out this wave of positivity. It actually invites a real connection and turns a boring old greeting into a genuine interaction.
Okay, this one is a huge one. It's a shift from a dead end to a real opportunity. Think about it. I don't know just closes the door, but saying, I'm not quite sure, but I'll find out, well, that completely transforms you. You're no longer the person with a problem, you're the person with a plan. It's such a small change, but it screams competence and initiative.
This next one is all about owning your ideas. Saying I think can sometimes sound a little hesitant, almost like you're apologizing for having an opinion in the first place. But when you switch to from my perspective, it just frames your statement with so much more authority. It signals that, you've actually thought about this and you're offering a considered point of view.
Look, I agree is fine. It gets the job done, but it can be a little weak, can it? To really make your agreement land with impact, you gotta add some substance. Saying I completely agree with your point shows you were really listening, and it makes your endorsement feel so much stronger and way more memorable.
All right, let's shift gears and elevate our language for the workplace. In those more professional settings, these next few swaps can make a huge difference in how you're perceived.
This one is subtle, but it's so important. Calling a task easy can sometimes come across as a bit dismissive of the work that actually needs to go into it. It's quite manageable, on the other hand, just sounds more realistic and professional. It still shows confidence that it can be done, but it also acknowledges the task at hand.
We all say sorry for tiny little things all day long, right? And because of that, the word can kind of lose its power. So for a situation that really genuinely calls for a formal apology, upgrading to I sincerely apologize just carries so much more weight. It shows true regret and respect for what happened.
Our next section is all about what I like to call the politeness power-up. And let's be clear, being polite isn't about being weak, not at all. It's about being a really effective and respected communicator. Let's look at a few key upgrades.
And this slide illustrates the point perfectly. Wait is a command. It's abrupt. It's sharp. But just a moment, please, completely transforms that command into a respectful request. It shows you considering the other person's time, and it totally changes the whole vibe of the interaction.
Ooh, this is a big one, especially in a professional setting. Just blurting out, what, can sound pretty rude or even confrontational, even if you don't mean it that way. Could you please repeat that is the go-to, universally professional, and respectful way to ask someone for clarification.
Okay, get ready for this next one. This is what the source material pointed to as a true game changer. It's a fundamental shift, moving away from making a demand and towards making a request. And trust me, it's one of the most powerful adjustments you can make to your English.
And here it is perfectly captured in this one simple switch. Instead of saying I want, start using I would like. Think about it. I want a coffee is a demand. I would like a coffee is a polite request. This single change is probably one of the fastest ways to sound more polished and respectful, like instantly.
Let that sink in for a second. It's such a small shift in the actual words, but it represents a massive shift in your tone and your whole approach. Honestly, if you only take one thing away from this whole explainer, let it be the power of framing things politely.
And finally, let's give our gratitude an upgrade. Thank you is, of course, absolutely essential, but saying I truly appreciate it adds this layer of warmth and sincerity. It tells the person that what they did had a real positive impact on you, and that makes your thanks feel so much more meaningful.
So, we've covered 10 really powerful upgrades. But here's the thing, learning isn't just a passive activity, right? It's time to actually put this knowledge into action. So, here is your challenge.
It's super simple. First, I want you to pick at least 3 of these new phrases and really consciously use them in your conversations today. Second, come on back to this explainer. And third, once you've done it, just comment "done" down below. This is how we turn just learning something into a real habit.
And hey, as you go out and practice, think about this. What other common English phrase do you think is just begging for an upgrade? Let me know in the comments. Your ideas could seriously shape our next explainer. Thanks so much for hanging out with me.